sports, 100% reflective. Sometimes it's Raven. Sometimes it's other teams affected. Hold on tight, strap in. It's gonna get hectic. Couch Rider Report, an original sports perspective. Hey, welcome back to the home of original sports perspective. From our couch to yours, it's your host, Jermaine Lockett, your number one couch writer, Raven. And I just want to say, you made it back. I appreciate it. Like I said, y'all either y'all got a glutton for punishment, or y'all really enjoy this stuff. Either way, my heart is full. I appreciate you. For those of you who are new, if you like Baltimore Ravens content, just original sports perspective, I'm not saying I'm better or that I'm lesser than any of those out there, but I just enjoy talking Ravens football. And if you down with that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and smack that notification bell so that you know when it's going down. The reason I called you all here today is because there are a few of you who are very upset with me. Y'all in my mom's inbox on Facebook talking trash about me in my latest post, and you think I came after Chuck Clark. All I'm saying is there are players that have expectations, and if they don't meet those expectations this season, then it could mean that Baltimore may be looking in a different direction. Like I said, this is just my perspective. This is the Jermaine Lockett perspective, the Couch Writer Raven perspective. Don't get hot over it. It's just an opinion. So cool your jets and let's talk it out, family. I am just going to point some things out and we're going to leave it at that. 3 interceptions between our safeties. 3 interceptions in their career. They've only had 3. And I'm talking about Chuck Clark and DeShon Elliott. They've had 3 career interceptions between them, and Chuck has had all 3 of them. But what I want you to understand is they are great against certain teams. They're great against the Steelers. They're great against the Titans. They're great against the Browns. And they're great against all the teams that have thumpers. Teams like the Raiders. Teams like the Washington football team. Teams that like to fight in the trash to get their yardage is what I'm talking about. The reason I mentioned the Steelers is because now they're equipped with Najee Harris, and he will be one of those thumpers in the trenches to get his yards. And if he breaks out, it's a bad deal. Having 2 strong safeties is helpful. It's great against those teams. Even against the Bucs, it's helpful because they have thumpers. But what happens when you don't have a thumper? What happens when you run into a buzzsaw in the divisional round against a team like the Bills that loves to pass? Can you have someone that is disruptive in the passing game like the Ravens are in the ground game as far as their defense? The reason I say this is because when you look at the games of Chuck Clark and Elliott, they're interchangeable. And what I'm talking about, I'll start off with Elliott. He's everything you want in a strong safety, no doubt. He's superb with his one-on-one tackling. He's always wrapping up. I love watching him blitz off the edge. It's a beautiful thing to see him blitz off the edge. You see him get home and get that sack and then do the little celebration. It's pretty awesome. He's fearless against running backs. He defends the edge like he's a linebacker. He's just that 1 foot in the ground type of guy who's just going to be reactionary. He sees it happening in front of him. He's going to go take care of it. He's exactly where you want him to be when you want him to be it. And that's what a strong safety is supposed to do. He's got great pursuit. He takes great angles against the ball carriers. I can't knock him when it comes to all that. But sometimes, let's be honest, he's a little hesitant in pass coverage. You'll see him, his feet a little bit choppy when he's in single high. And he's eyeing the QB when he's in single high like he's supposed to. But at the same time, he's reactionary. You see the catch happen, and then you see foot in the ground instead of beforehand. Now, when you look at the game of Chuck Clark, they have some similarities. They are very much interchangeable, but Chuck's so smart. He is so smart, folks, and I'm sorry if y'all thought that I was just full-on disrespecting him. I felt like it needed to be said as far as what both of those safeties are missing. But like I said, Chuck's smart. He's interchangeable with Elliott. He can play more man coverage than anything, and he's not afraid to mix it up in the trash to clog those holes and stop the run. He actually is able to jump routes against the pass. He's pretty good at pass defenses. And he's good with his run stuffing ability and good pursuit. Like I said, for me, it's a mirror on mirror image when I think of Chuck Clark and I think of DeShon Elliott. It's just Chuck's a little bit smarter and he plays a little bit better man coverage. Having both on the field is great. But what you want on the field ultimately is 1 strong safety and 1 free safety. Like I said, I'm not disrespecting nobody. I'm just calling it what it is. You know who we used to have back there at strong safety and free safety. Yeah, guys like Landry and guys like Ed Reed, dogs, hawks. I mean, you see Landry with 5 interceptions and you see Ed Reed with 9 interceptions, 8 interceptions or something like that. They wanted the ball. They were ball hawks. They went after it. These guys are just here to thump, and they were brought in for a reason to help stop Derrick Henry, which they did. But now it's time to mix things up a bit, and that's why the Baltimore Ravens brought in this guy, Ardarius Washington. Sure, he's only 5'8", about 168 pounds, and maybe that's why his draft stock went down. But I think we have a safety here that's just as good as the Morig kid who went over to the Las Vegas Raiders. And the reason I say that is because I looked at the tape on the guy. He's got great vision. He's versatile. He's got the ability to play strong or free safety, but in this case, we need him as a free safety. We need that ball hawk back. I'm not saying he's Ed Reed. All I'm saying is he has the ability to be able to take chances, and he's not afraid to be wrong. He's one of those proactive type players who's going to jump something, whether it's right or whether it's wrong. Now, of course, when you jump something, bad things may happen, but good things may happen. You know, if you look at Ed Reed's tape, you look at his stats, he's one of the players who gave up the most plays of over 20 yards in NFL history, but he's also one of the top interception leaders among safeties. Dude's beast. He took those chances, but with high risk comes high reward, but also high consequences when it comes to that. Enough with the comparisons of Ed Reed, but I'm just saying when it comes to a free safeties, they are that center fielder, and they should be able to run sideline to sideline. Ardarius Washington has that ability to be able to jump something. Like I said, if he's dead wrong, he's going to be wrong all the way through because there's no hesitation in his step, no hesitation in his movements. This guy is on it. Absolutely love what he brings to the table and can't wait to see what he's got going on and what he's going to bring to the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, if you're wrong and one pump fake takes you out of position, then it could be some curtains. It could be another conversation on the sideline with Harbaugh and Wink if he's wrong. But at least Baltimore will be taking more chances, and I guarantee you if they make the combination, whether it be Elliott or Chuck with Washington, you're going to see some things shake up on the secondary. You're going to see chances taken and big plays made. And I guarantee you there's going to be more than 3 interceptions when it comes to the Baltimore Ravens secondary as far as their safeties. This is the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours. Thanks for tuning in, folks. And I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, smack that bell so you know when it's coming down. I appreciate y'all. Peace out.